Here we are in our 20s. Our twilight years are here. Do you perceive any difference? Do you ever miss your younger years? I believe the majority of us would respond, yes, and that is precisely what leads us to suffer. I'd like to invite you to take a moment to ponder on something none of us can avoid: aging of the body. Do you feel confused or uneasy when you look in the mirror and see a few gray hairs peeking through your hair or new wrinkles emerging around your eyes? I do. I have often glanced at myself and thought, time flies by. I used to be so youthful and vibrant. How have I changed so much? Aging is more than just physical changes. It is also about how the world around us evolves. Over time, loved ones gradually fade away, and friends gather less frequently. These are genuine losses. Time has taken away so many valuable possessions. It causes us to feel pain and fear. But then I realized, aging is unchangeable. So how do we approach it? Today, I'd want to share with you a path of transforming aging into an opportunity for a meaningful and tranquil existence, as illuminated by Buddhist knowledge. Let's start together. We all know that aging is a natural aspect of life. Look around you. Trees lose their leaves in the autumn. Rivers change their course over time. The sun rises and sets. Everything changes. This law applies equally to our bodies. My skin was once flawless. Now it's loose. My hair was once jet black, but it's now flecked with gray. My legs used to sprint tirelessly. Now they prefer a leisurely stroll. It's totally normal, like flowers budding and then fading, or day going to night. But here's the weird thing. Even though we understand that aging is natural, we refuse to accept it. I've witnessed friends and myself locked in a cycle of resistance. Some people spend a lot of money on plastic surgery, such as facelifts, liposuction, and nose jobs, only to seem younger. Others go on strict diets, take various supplements, or buy expensive creams in the hopes of erasing the effects of time. All of us, including myself, have been duped by advertisements promising eternal youth, quick treatments like fillers, or repeated procedures that end up damaging our health. We squander money, time, and energy fighting what occurs naturally. Plastic surgery may tighten my physique, but it cannot fix the restless heart that fears getting old. Losing weight may allow me to fit into an old clothing, but it does not bring me joy if I continue to fear that my body may change. We worry over outer beauty, failing to care for our natural health, eating well, getting enough sleep, and keeping our thoughts at ease. I've seen folks who have gone through many procedures to extend their youth for a short time, yet they still live in fear, knowing it won't last forever. This opposition simply exacerbates our sorrow. We are frightened and pained by things we cannot change because we cannot comprehend or accept their reality. The Buddha highlighted one fundamental reality: impermanence. He stated, "Monks, whatever is impermanent is suffering." Samyutta Nikaya. Impermanence, or Anicca, is the fundamental reality that everything in life changes and nothing lasts forever. My body is not the same as it was 10 years ago, and it will not be the same 10 years from now. Gray hair, wrinkled skin, and dwindling vigor aren't my flaws or something to be embarrassed of. They're the normal state of being. When I initially learned about impermanence, I pondered, if everything fades away, what's the point of living? However, the Buddha's words in the Dhammapada helped me. All phenomena are impermanent. When you see this with wisdom, you're freed from suffering. Slowly, I embraced it, discovering a way to tranquility. Impermanence is not a warning to be sad, but rather a request to let go. I no longer perceive my gray hairs negatively. I quietly consider, yes, it's changing, and that's fine. Time has given me precious life experiences. Buddhism teaches us about impermanence. It teaches me that clinging to what cannot be held causes additional anguish. The Buddha reportedly compared the body to foam on a river, beautiful yet fragile, easily broken, Samyutta Nikaya. When I realized that aging was a mirror of Anicca, I stopped worrying about changes that were beyond my control. It isn't an enemy snatching my youth. It's a partner encouraging me to live lighter, less connected. And from there, I discovered a new doorway. Aging is more than just a fact to accept. It is an opportunity to do something profound, letting go of cravings. Craving, or Tanha, is a central notion in Buddhism. The Buddha defined it as the desire to hang on to something that cannot be kept, which is the source of all sorrow. Tanha becomes more apparent with age. I've stood in front of the mirror, staring at wrinkles and yearning, if only I could stay young like I was at 20. I've noticed my body slowing down and thought, if only I could stay strong forever. But then I asked myself, does wishing change reality? Or is it the wish itself, rather than the physical changes, that causes me to suffer? Tanha isn't just looking for youth or beauty. It is also the desire to maintain one's health, recognition, or the attention of others. I remember feeling unhappy when friends stopped contacting me as regularly, thinking maybe I'm no longer interesting. But then I noticed something. Tanha, too, wants things to stay the same. The Buddha taught, monks, craving is the source of suffering. Those who end craving attain liberation. Samyutta Nikaya. Aging is like a mirror that reflects my Tanha. The miracle is that age not only reveals cravings, but also provides an opportunity to let them go. When my body weakened, I gave up trying to run as fast as I used to. I chose to stroll gently now, inhaling in fresh air, and enjoy it. When my hair turned gray, I didn't dye it like I used to, I just left it alone, thinking, I don't need to hide my age. And I even recognized a different beauty in it. I feel lighter every time I let go of a worthless wish, such as wanting to be powerful for all time. True freedom, according to Buddhism, is not in hanging on to everything. Rather, it is in no longer needing to grasp on. Aging, to me, is a living example of that lesson. So, what can we do to make aging an opportunity for a better life? I'd like to offer some modest lessons learned from my own experience. First, look at your body with thankfulness rather than criticism. Each morning, as you look at your aged hands, tell yourself, thank you for holding a pen, cooking meals, and hugging loved ones all these years. It's not perfect, but it's been there for us through the ups and downs. Second, don't waste your time and energy on appearances. I used to spend money on anti-wrinkle products, but I now realize it isn't worth it. Instead, I prioritize natural health practices such as eating basic vegetables, drinking plenty of water, and resting early. You don't have to be youthful to live a happy life. The Buddha declared in the Dhammapada, health is the greatest wealth, contentment, the richest treasure. I realized this reality when I stopped seeking after outside desires. Third, devote your time to things that are more important than appearance or youth. Chatting with my mother, reading stories to my children, assisting friends in need, and cultivating my inner change are all things I like. During meditation, focusing just on my breath, I discovered that pleasure does not require smooth skin or black hair. It stems from inner calm. Finally, age does not imply a loss. It's an opportunity to be honest to myself, to let go of what's unneeded and treasure what's valuable. When I accept impermanence and ease my Tanha, I realize that I don't need youth to be happy. Every day that I become older is an opportunity to live more simply, deeply, and freely. If this message resonates with you, please share your opinions in the comments below. What do you think of this viewpoint? Has age taught you anything? I appreciate you joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more life adventures. I always wish you peace. See you in the next video.